Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete Strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk, Global Domination. But daily release on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. And if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. This is Airship, Progressive Capitals, Auto 60 with a automated bot. Semi-auto setup. Fog and blizzards are on. Portals lances are off. And here are your hard chokes that the blizzards create. Changes the map up. I like to make note of it. Okay. I'm in the third seat. So we have a corner. That's our first split. We have a corner. And we have a corner. And then the top of the map goes like this. Into... yeah, that way. Okay. And then into here. So you can hold the whole top of the map from here. Maybe I want to try that. That's a very risky cap. And then what does the rest of the map do? The rest of the map goes pocket, pocket. So here is the open. So the left-hand side is open to itself. Right-hand side is super congested. Oh, what do I want to do about that? I think if I cap here, I have versatility. I can go in, I can go out. We don't see anybody. Yay. Okay, that's wonderful. Seeing nobody's ideal. I'm third, so I really have to kind of read where people are before I make my moves. Okay, so we want to be on that +4. If we can get any sense of black and purple to start. Green, sorry, green and purple. So green I see is... okay. Going this way. Okay, green might be in that ideal situation. Take 2 +1s. Will anyone care about that? Yeah. Just take the +4, if that's my move. Right? I should just take the +4 if that's my move. It's safer. Do that. Well guarded, cap locked, +4. Nobody's getting in there. I'll be able to choose how to push out from that. So we saw purple, we saw green. Maybe we Kuka to green up the top. Stop him from expanding. Magenta's in the wheel. Cool. So green, magenta, purple. What is black doing? Black would like this. Black going for the split +6? What's he trying to do? This I don't understand. Okay. And last act is blue. Okay, so blue's naturally kook on. Great. Blue's naturally kook on green. Good. Cool. I'll let that play out then. Yeah, 8 for green. Oh no, green's gonna clear me up the top. Shit. Okay, he's gonna clear me. Yeah. Fuck. Fine. I'll let blue be the problem then. Nothing I can do about that anyways. Okay. And 14 for purple. Wow. All right, so magenta is kook on purple. Fuck. Do I have to go aggressive to purple early? Almost want to. Where's black in all of this? I think we just push out from our 1 point. All right, magenta's an idiot. That's good to know. How you doing, magenta? That cap sucks. They can't hurt me, but they're not kook on purple. What an ass capital. General Fennel, no! Are you a noob, sir? Are you a nooblius? I think you might be. I think you might be. The purple's going to be massive. What does black get? 6 troops. Yeah. Nothing. Break some green. Eight for blue. The blue pushes into green. Black is here. Green wins the war with blue. Purple wins the war with magenta. What do I do about all that? I'm gonna try take this +4, I think. 18, yeah. I mean, this is already a win for purple, I think. The guard stack. Now he's going to go behind himself and clean up magenta, who decided to work off of a split position that they're not even capped in. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, General Fennel. If 100% of your troops were back here, at least you'd have a chance on purple, because you would have had a fundamentally better position, and you would have been able to address. But now what you see he's doing is he's completely ripping apart your position, and you won't be able to retaliate because your cap isn't there. So, I guess that's good game. Hit some shit. Okay. Oh, magenta still holds a bonus. Wouldn't have expected to see that. Yeah, this guy is just brand new to the game. You just accidentally sync this because you can barely click. I feel for you, bro. Watch him roll 17b15, not knowing what a cap does. That'd actually be ideal for me. Do it. Figure it out. Learn in real time. Okay, he at least knows that. So I can card block you then. Yeah. I don't think letting you have that is any good for me. Okay, blue's still on 8. The blue, I don't know where they're getting their cards, but they haven't yet really gotten smoked by green. All right, green gets 12. I wonder where the green cap actually is. Maybe it's like here. And like this is the no man's land between green, black, and blue. Yeah, I think that might be what I'm seeing. Purple's going to clear magenta now and have all of this on a 1 point. Once they do, they'll probably be undefeatable. Unless they throw super hard somehow. This is purple clearing all the pockets back there. So green is kind of a natural second to purple's position. Card block magenta, which would make me happy. I think it's a winning play, unfortunately. We find the black capital. Cool. So we understand this game. Purple is somewhere here. Then black, magenta, green, blue, me. Those are your capitals. They're still letting magenta hold, which is wild. I would have figured purple would have cleared. Okay, is purple in cahoots with magenta then? Terminator, General, Fennel. Wonder. Why is Terminator not just destroying this guy? You didn't cap there. Why aren't you clearing it? Where are all of Purple's troops, if not fucking clearing magenta from behind them? Yeah, green can't expand. Green is here, pressuring this way. Blue is here, pressuring this way. Black is here, pressuring this way. I'm here, also pressuring that way. And purple hasn't won yet, which they should have done. Right? Purple should have all of this. But we haven't seen a cap switch. Also, we haven't seen anyone disconnect, which is super rare. Good on you guys for knowing how to play. That's nice to see. We got a real game here. Whatever purple's doing, they're not clearing. Trying to finally lose their position? No, they still have it. This is odd to me. There's some sort of good neighbor going on in a locked pocket. Very odd to me. Magenta gives me a card. I wonder how many troops they've dedicated to the other side of the board behind purple. Yeah, black chip and pass. 7 troops. They don't really have anything. Yeah, blue's just stuck in their spot. This actually might stale out if purple doesn't put his fucking foot on the gas soon. I do not want to play a staled out airship game. That's really the thing I try to avoid when I sit down to record one of these. Okay, green is forced to trade. Probably don't have enough troops to get past the blue capital. Okay, another turn of 20. Purple is letting magenta exist behind them. Bizarrely. Surely not anymore. Yes. This is them finally clearing and getting to a 1 point. I'm going to open up magenta's capital to not me. Maybe they go in with a set. Retaliate. All of these stacks block that road. Probably had that kill. All right, you're open. Here's your last chance to do something. And you throw it away? Of course you do. Yeah, you capped in a corner, and you're ready to take cards and pass. I wish I could kill this man. Black sets gets the 12. They're taking cards behind them. And blue, yeah, unable to expand. Sets. If I'm purple, I take a single card. Maybe I get to here, but purple has all of this now, so they're certainly winning the game. Maybe they punch through the wrong cap and give me an opportunity. So I never take this cap card if I can avoid it. 29 for purple. It's a 70 stack. That punches right through black's 20 if they see it. Or maybe they go for magenta. Hit the 20. Hit the 20. Give it the wha. No? Okay. Maybe they get magenta then. Oh, they're going to force me to take my cap card. Fiddle DD. Yeah, they find Magenta's capital. Yeah, they clear me from the other side. Fuck. Need some amount of troops active. Know what the right ratio is. What is Magenta going to do? Probably just kill me instead, though. Ah, fuck. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I need a set. But keeping troops on cap keeps me alive, hopefully longer than stupid Magenta. Oh, what a terrible choice. Yeah, card and pass. I hope purple kills you, man. You were positioned to address them if you were actually in the starting position you had. Is black trying to address? I think black got in. I'm mostly curious about what purple does. It kind of determines the whole outcome here. I need to insist on cards. But I also need to not lose my capital because then I die. I'm in a really tough spot. And yeah, no hard feelings against Magenta. They're just very new, I can tell. This is a terrible choice. The way they're clicking, what they're doing, they just don't understand what they did. And green and blue are locked in a trading pattern now. All right, purple should set, kill Magenta set. And then I go next, probably. Set, kill Magenta set is on the table for purple, but they do not trade. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do a little inverse pyramid. 10, 20, 56 cap. Magenta takes the 30. Everyone is alive. This game's going to stale out. Blue takes the 35. This is blue going to black, I think. Yeah, they're not doing much. And cards are going to become the resource that matters. Magenta holds a ton of board, or no, purple holds a ton of board, but they're not leveraging it into kills. So, and they got to do that soon, or else they will lose all of their advantage. $36 set. Do you kill Magenta? You have to. You have to do it, purple. There's no way this guy doesn't have enough troops. Okay, he's card blocked him on his capital. Yeah, what a joke. Card blocked me too. Our games are over. Fuck, Magenta, why did you pick that cat, man? Fuck. Is there hope? There's always hope, right? Blue bonding here? Okay, 12 for green. He just trades with blue. They're both locked behind black. Yeah, so 3 of them at least get cards. Me and Magenta die. I get 5th this game. I hope I get 5th. I don't want to get lowest. Yeah. Oh, do you give me a card? No, you definitely do not give me a card. Where? He does give me a card. Thanks, man. I'll take that. I mean, 97 cap. He gave me a card. I have a set. Trying to fucking farm me. I can be farmed. I can be farmed a little bit. I want to get out of lowest. That's my goal. Can I get out of lowest this game? Does anyone have the Joneses to get in on purple? I mean, at this point, black would have to pretty much full sue, right? It's not an issue of Joneses. Jones? All right, green is on the 50. I just kind of accept that I'm now getting cards at purple's pleasure. And if he stops giving them to me, he stops giving them to me. All right, kill fucking Magenta. Who is dying? Nobody? Okay, there's a cap. Is this black that he's trying to kill? Is he failing the black kill? Is he going to get it in time? So got a lot of time. Yeah, he did. All right, black gets lowest. Didn't expect to see that. Probably enough from a set. Take out Magenta as well. Then card block me. Let's see. Enormous stack here. Where's purple exploring up the top mid? Let's see what we're working with. I'm not worth killing. That's for sure. Magenta's got to have way less troops than me. Looks like we've upgraded our finish to 4th. I think even if blue or green wanted to do something against purple, they couldn't, right? Because purple now occupies this capital. So pretty soon they're going to have magenta dead, then me dead. But they probably get card blocked. So I actually don't think purple isn't winning the game fast enough. Well, they don't get card blocked because green and blue probably don't have a dedicated pocket, which means once purple gets there, they'll just be 3-person trading, but purple will be getting the lion's share of the board. I think purple does still win the game. I'm surprised we don't see magenta die, though. Maybe this turn. Yeah, come on. Kill magenta. He doesn't deserve it. That cap is fucking hot poo. Ooh, why are you setting? You're setting to take me out? No. There goes magenta. Good. Smell you later, General Fennel. That is a novice play through and through. We'll miss you. See if we can upgrade our finish from 4th. Nope. Card blocked. Card blocked. Understood. Good game. Let's see a Q&A question while we're sitting here. Probably talk about all sorts of interesting things that the people would like to know. If you guys have questions, I like answering them. Throw them up in the Discord, my Q&A thread, and they will be answered in priority sequence. The next question is from Monsieur Bean. This is Corbina. Howdy, Pete. I very recently started watching Star Trek, specifically The Next Generation. Fuck yeah. Excellent choice. I'm halfway through season 1. Oh, no. Season 1. And I was wondering if there's any specific media you'd recommend to watch, like Deep Space Nine or Picard or whatever. My Nana is the one who got me into it, and she says I should finish Next Generation before I do anything else. I've also seen all the Next Generation movies, unfortunately, binged them on the weekend with her. Love them, but spoiled the show a bit. Thanks, Peteman. You're welcome. I watched Next Generation and Deep Space Nine when they were being aired on television. I didn't. Star Trek Next Generation came out in '87, so I'd been 4 years old. So I probably missed the first couple seasons, but I caught them on reruns. And I love Next Gen. Next Gen was near and dear to my heart. You know, I love Data. The first season is rough. The first season of Next Generation is rough, okay? Please do not hold that as the standard of the show. It gets way better. Everything about it gets better. It gets better visually. It gets better story-wise. It's just a much better show if you can stick with it. And as near and dear to my heart as Next Gen is, I think Deep Space Nine is a little bit better. And I think Deep Space Nine is a little bit better for these two reasons. First is that Deep Space Nine was being aired at a time when television was kind of experiencing a fundamental shift from the way it was to the way it is now. There was a TV show on in the 90s called Babylon 5, and aired for 5 seasons. The writer, James Straczynski, had this really bold idea for that era of television, which was to write the entire plot of the season at the beginning and then tell the and to write the entire plot of the show at the beginning and then tell that story over the course of the seasons. So pretty much everything before that was episodic. Sci-fi, sitcoms, most television, episodic, right? Monster of the Week, you spawn into a show, shit happens, and pretty much there isn't any major change in the characters or in the overall story and the environment or any of that next week, right? You just end up in the same situation. Babylon 5 broke that mold. And Deep Space Nine was influenced by Babylon 5 such that the last, say, 3 or 4 seasons of Deep Space Nine are serial storytelling. So that's number one, right? Most television in the past was episodic. Most television now is serial. And this was the change. This was happening in the 90s. But the other reason I would say Deep Space Nine edges out Star Trek Next Generation in terms of quality is just how much the cast seemed to care about it. You got Avery Brooks, who is a ridiculously amazing thespian. If you guys have ever listened to, this is Captain Cisco. If you guys have ever listened to Avery Brooks talk about acting, don't miss out. Listen to an interview from this man. He is fascinating. He is so bizarrely, creatively talented. I love just listening to him talk. Him and Jason Alexander, those are the two actors I can listen to talk about acting and just like go, wow, I can't believe you really are an artist operating on a level that I can barely perceive. But not just him, it's the entire cast. By the end of this show, by the end of Deep Space Nine, just about all of the principal cast had directed episodes. This happened somewhat in Next Gen as well. Jonathan Frakes, who plays Commander Riker, actually directed First Contact, one of the Star Trek movies you said you saw. That was his first directorial debut. But I know LeVar Burton directs. Frakes has directed a ton now. And it's nice to see the principal cast getting into the production of the show. So for those two reasons, and for other sorts of more nebulous characters that I love from Deep Space Nine, plot points that I don't want to spoil for you, for all those reasons, I would humbly suggest to you that don't miss out. If I could watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine with fresh eyes, I would. I am envious of your opportunity. I hope you enjoy the absolute heck out of it. Picard was fine. I liked Enterprise. I've watched Voyager. I've rewatched Voyager. All of the old Star Trek shows are fine. I'm gonna get killed by Purple now. No hard feelings, Purple. I understand. I think getting fourth here is fine, considering Magenta basically sunk this game, right? Magenta cost everyone. Well, it was a choked up map and everyone capped and nobody died. And here we go. I'm going to die next. That's okay. It was fun while it lasted, right, folks? And thank you for the question, Corbina. Yeah, guys, throw up your questions in the Q&A thread. I love talking about stuff, particularly in moments such as these where otherwise we'd simply be watching the paint dry. Our next question is from Kiki1416. Hey, Pete, what are your thoughts on the new balance splits changes? Favorable. It looks like this ladder will be a thing of the past. Fuck yeah. Outside of free random, I'm pretty happy about this change. Wondering if you had any thoughts. Yeah, I think it's very important from a gameplay perspective that the dice in a dice game work intuitively. The dice need to work the way you think dice work. And we can massage that a little bit because, as you guys well know, there's no such thing in balance splits. With balance splits, there's no such thing as 100% and 0% rolls in true random, right? So balance splits allows us to kind of massage the odds a bit. But is green in now all of a sudden? Green killed blue. Green killed blue. Whoa. How did green have the resources to do that? Okay. I get third. That's even better. What are we talking about? Talking about dice. It's a dice game. Okay. Human beings are notoriously terrible with our intuition regarding probability. So that's important to keep in mind. A lot of people think different things should or shouldn't happen. One thing I can confidently say shouldn't happen, and by shouldn't I mean not mathematically never, but it should be astronomically unlikely, is going positive on a cap at large numbers. That pretty much should never happen. So the fact that it happens with regularity was always a massive tell that the dice were broken. 371207 should land. Going the other way. Should land. No, it doesn't care. Keeps me card blocked. Whatever. Maybe he needs those troops and forts them away. I upgrade to second somehow. I think we're stuck in third. The other thing you guys want to consider with dice is that at smaller numbers, like what the slider is essentially doing to mitigate troop loss is rigging the dice. So, you know how if you roll a 4v1 in balanced blitz, you get 100% outcome. So if you roll 100 stacking to a 1, you should never, and I do mean never now, mathematically 0 times ever, should you face an outcome where you would lose more than 3 troops, right? Because the 1 is the placeholder. The 3 troops are the ones that are risked in the roll. That's 100% according to balanced blitz. So even by its own logic, right, at large numbers, if you roll 100 stack into a 1, you lose 5 troops. That should actually never happen. So that needs to be fixed. That is an obviously broken thing. I can't believe that I've had to repeat myself at this. Not really so much at the devs. They get it. They didn't really know how to fix it right away. I die here. They do now, and I'm glad that they're doing it. But I've had to have this discussion with so many people in the community, in the YouTube comments, in the Discords, in the subreddit, and I'm at the point where it's like, please, either take my word for it or don't, but I'm not going to argue about how fucking math works. I'm certainly not going to pretend like like I don't know what I'm talking about here. You know what I mean? I've been playing this game we're coming up on 5 years, folks. 5 years on YouTube. I've been playing this game as my main hobby. I've achieved just about every possible objective I could. It's safe to say that if you're not able to take my word for this, that's on you. So those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on dice. Sometimes you're going to get unlucky. It happens to all of us. But I would like to see when we do get unlucky, for it to happen within a normal range of distribution, right? We should not see astronomically unlikely events occur with regularity like we do now. Because that undermines the strategy of this game, right? If you can't actually predict within a range what the probability of the outcome is, then it's less a strategy game, more of a luck thing. And I don't think people want that. And as a postscript to this question, if it makes caps less popular, I think that's a good thing, because I don't think we need to have a caps ranking system. He's going to back off 1, give me a card, and then kill me on 3. Or he's just going to leave 225 there. Yeah, he keeps me card blocked. This is good. Green is winning the war. I can wait. Green is winning the war. Because purple's locked up their resources against them. Or rather against me. So they can't use them against green. Very interesting. This is why you don't quit. Right here. This is exactly why. Okay. You're losing the war, Perpy. You're losing the war to green. Do you need more troops? Do you need that 277? Do you need them? No. He doesn't need them. He's doing just fine. And I do hate being card blocked this long. Also, adding a rule into caps. Let's put that in the how to fix the game spreadsheet. Adding a rule to caps where if you're card blocked for a certain number of turns, the game auto flags you, I think is essential. Because I shouldn't be able to come back from this, right? All right, stop complaining, start fixing. Spreadsheet. Mode. Caps. If you are card locked for X turns, I recommend 5. The game flags you. This is a good idea because, in general, the vast majority of the player base does not enjoy massive multi or stalemates, nor has the time for them. If we are interested in making Risk accessible to all, it is an accessibility issue, right? People have jobs, people have kids, etc. If you're interested in making Risk accessible to all, there needs to be a number of viable ways to progress the game state to conclusion. The other thing I was going to say about this is that something about stalemates are blocking caps. Oh yeah, since caps is the thing, the ranking is the mode, the ranking, the current ranking system incentivizes playing. Do I die? Incentivizes, yes. Playing. We must care about the mechanics of the mode for fairness and accessibility, as I said. All right. I think that's a great pitch. I should be dead, right? I should not be able to. I've been fucking card skipping, for half an hour here, right? And the only reason that I'm still playing is because I'm a tryhard, and I want to have that hope that maybe Purple gets into a war with Green. But, Purple had this game in the bag. Have they card blocked both of us? No. Green's still getting cards. Just kill me, man. Just kill me right here. Make me die. Light it up. Go away. Pyaw. I don't know. I don't know why he's not killing me. Balance splits calculator. So 448 v 270. Capital 448 v 270 is 30% roll. V 279 is 12% roll. Okay, so he's just slightly off in terms of a ratio. That's good. Green's still getting cards on you. Now I die. Excellent. GG. Very expensive kill for those 2 cards. Well, Purple's definitely a beginner. Magenta's lower. Magenta's a fucking novice. Poor Magenta feeding this whole game, not even realizing it. I feel for the guy. Okay. We got beginners? Yeah. And a bunch of noobs. You know what? Funny game, right? Everyone was just kind of locked up there against each other. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Gave me the chance to talk about a couple of things. Hope you found some of it fun and entertaining. Maybe the first half. maybe a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me. We have a daily show on YouTube, twice daily. In fact, you can subscribe to Free Pete. You can subscribe to the Kill Pete strategy. There's even additional bonus content available on the Patreon and the YouTube memberships. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.